lads, guys, bros, and all other variations of the species. Welcome to the Unmonitisables. My name is Captain Privilege, and with me through no choice of his own, it's Grandmaster Tech.
Again?
And Dr. Dark. What? Where the hell did Darkseid go? Where is he?
He's vanished again.
Don't say vanished. Is he just fucking... some sort of weird fucking noxious form of gaseous being that just may or may not exist? Well, is he fucking Novichok?
I'm a wee bit concerned considering I left the vacuum running earlier on, so you know I might need to clean out the filter.
And I don't really know what you've been doing with the vacuum while I left it running, but anyway, moving swiftly on, kiddies and lads, we are the Unmonitisables, kicking it to you from the FAWK Chronicles over on YouTube. This is our new podcast, episode 3. We decided to upload 1 and 2 at once, and then realised we didn't have any for this week. So, in Darkseid's absence,
don't say absence. It sounds gross.
We're gonna hit you up here with a little bit, a little bit of social media and other media relevant news. What about COD? The COD player, FaZe Censor. Do you hear about this shit?
No, go for it.
Famous FaZe Clan, Doug FaZe Censor, FaZe Clan member, huge Call of Duty YouTuber and player, professional gamer, actual professional gamer, not like us professional amateurs, you know, but
we are professional.
The boring type, the esports weeb cousin esports that you watch. He's fucking your weeb cousin watches. Broke up with Yanette Garcia, a weather woman, not only a weather woman, but I'm pretty sure at one point was voted fucking America's or wherever the hell she's from sexiest weather woman on the planet. He broke up with her so they can concentrate on God.
That's pretty hardcore gamer there.
That's like, fucking dedication, folks. Well, everyone was sort of hitting on him, you know, like what the fuck are you doing, man? You can't do this. Like what? Like how can you, a nerdy COD guy, get a girl like that and then let it go? But his argument is, look man, it's fucking, I need to concentrate on my career and I can't give her the time and energy.
You know, I suppose it's one of those things where you can look at it as you know, what the fuck are you doing? But at the same time, the guys at least had the brains to go, look, you know, this is obviously going to start affecting her, so I don't want to hurt her.
Hey, respectful.
You know, I can see it on both sides.
Yeah, at the end of the day, if it's been the other way around, you'd probably be screaming like, girl power, you go girl. You don't need no man. You can concentrate on your career.
Ooh,
and then it would have been like, yeah, well, what's his problem? Like, why? Well, you know, I've not heard anything other than that. Really, it was just kind of buzzing in the spheres.
Quite interesting, though.
Yeah. And speaking of interesting,
nice segue.
Not really. It was disgusting.
That was sarcastic.
Logan Paul. Like, what is there to say that hasn't been said? But so he goes in an interview with the BBC radio.
Oh, yeah.
And they pulled the interview because everyone kicked up FAWK.
Yeah.
And said interview, said he bet $1 million on it. He bet $1 million on himself to knock out KSI in this fight coming up. And then I don't know if it's the same sort of time, but Casey Neistat dropped his interview with him, where Casey Neistat, one of the biggest YouTubers around, I'll interview him and chat with him about has he really changed and has he really this and that. And it seems a bit, I don't know, he lets him talk. I'd say kind of Shane Dawson's it, you know. He just go in fucking hardcore with the teeth out. But he asks the relevant questions, you know. But since then, in that interview, he was also talking about he was going to be doing a documentary about his redemption story, about Logan Paul's redemption story. Like several times he's like talking about he's selling the third person about the brand of Logan Paul. Now, America loves a redemption story, so I'm going to do a redemption story in a documentary. You're like, like, you know, but should you just be saying it like that? No, it's not. You know, I realise I fucked up. I think me coming to an understanding about this and actually truly changing as a man can only be good for people to witness and other people to benefit and learn from. You know what I mean? Literally me even saying it like that twists it so much more in a positive PR light But it wasn't like that. It was him just straight up like, yeah, America loves a redemption story, man.
Of course, man. You know, it's the same attitude that has brought us most of the last 20 years worth of movie garbage.
Yeah, and your fucking documentary style stuff though, and it's always this pinnacle point or this, you know, learning point. But how poignant is that when it's you shooting the documentary on yourself?
Yeah, exactly.
It's your spin on how you think you change. I mean, even in interviews, he's like, I don't believe I have redeemed myself or came back to, you know, learned fully from this yet. But that's what we're going to film. You're like, so you've planned to learn from it. You haven't learned from it yet. Okay.
Exactly. That's like making a movie about the American football star that has yet to play that winning game.
Fucking, you know, like, honestly,
he's going to be a famous American football star, but he hasn't played yet.
Speaking of playing himself, he dropped
Don't say that.
He dropped a response video to the conference when he walked out.
Oh yeah,
KSI, and man, he swung some punches on KSI. Like, this is interesting stuff. He basically says, look, I was holding back. I walked out because one, True Geordie, the mediator guy, he realised he doesn't like me, so it was biased because he let KSI talk for 5 minutes straight. Like, right, because you guys never came out in the LA one and just shouted for 10 minutes and said fuck all, and the mediator guy kept calling you the champ, even though you weren't the champ. Although he did call everyone champ, but he called you champ a couple more times. But yeah, man, I thought that was kind of weird. But True Geordie sort of placed himself in this sort of position and really tried to push for it. However, he points out, he's like, well, he's obviously your boy, because at the end of the Paul Weller fight, he had to remind you to call me out on mic. And he cuts back to the bit and he's like, anything else you want to say? And KSI's just like looking about, just buzzing, Ken, for the energy, just won the fight, had said his piece to Paul, to Joe Weller, sorry, and Paul Weller.
With Paul Weller.
And the jam here. But he fucking then True Geordie's like, nothing else you wanted to say? And he's like, no. He's like, wasn't there anyone you wanted to call out? You know, like you said before? And he's like, oh aye, grabs the mic off him. You're like, okay. Then Logan Paul goes into the fact that they'd actually agreed to leave some shit off the table contractually. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because Logan Paul's like, no, I wasn't going to bring up nothing that was going to fuck up your YouTube brand deals or your fucking other brand deals.
I'm just thinking about,
but you went in on my girlfriend and went really below the belt, and I'd asked you not to fucking say anything about it, and you still came out fucking saying shit about it. So then he drops a bunch of clips of him back, remember, like, I don't know, 5 years ago-ish, probably a bit longer, when YouTube first started doing this sort of bullshit funny man fake interview shit, where somebody would interview someone but really just say something offensive and then put the mic in their face, see if they'd heard it, see how they'd react. They got a bunch of clips of KSI one like, your tits are huge, and putting a mic in a bird's face. What? Where are your tits? Can't see them in that. Sticking his face in birds' tits and motorboating them and shit. And you're like, what is going on? The chick seemed a willing participant at the time, but he's compiled all these wee clips of him looking like a right fucking scumfuck. Then he's sitting with another YouTuber, dude known Casper, knows Casper. And he's talking about shagging his sister, and his sister wants my dick and all this sort of shit. And the kid's just sitting there totally cucked, saying fuck all, man. And like, oh, it's not really funny. But this makes KSI look like a moron, eh? So this is starting to really heat up a little bit, I think, man. You know, it's quite interesting, and it'll be interesting to see how this whips back on KSI. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How he's going to handle it? Is he going to, you know, come back off of the ropes? Or is Logan Paul going to
Logan Troll, yeah, totally. Fuck yeah. Nice slip of the tongue
Logan
there.
Troll, don't say slip of the tongue. But is he going to pile drive him?
Don't say pile drive.
Is he going to pin him in the mat? Or that's not boxing, that's wrestling.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of wrestling, what was on last night, Tech? Did you catch it? Did you watch it?
Fucking hell, that was a...
Did you watch it?
No.
No, you're just still slagging my segue. How fucking dare you, sir?
I'm still on that.
How dare you?
It shocked me so much.
I am the champ of segues, mate. You know what I mean? The fucking World of Sport Wrestling last night aired on UK TV.
Yeah.
STV. I was all excited. Got myself, ready to go. Couple of cans. A little bit of smoke. Settled. Sorted. It comes on. And it was fucking alright. And then it was a break. And I remembered it's on STV. And then I realised it's only an hour long. And there's 3 fucking 15-minute breaks. What the fuck is this? It's a 10-minute break with 5-minute breaks. You know what I mean? There was 15 minutes. Missing from the hour programme of fucking advertising. Who watches advertisements anymore, STV? Really? You can give them a fucking full hour? At that, I don't think it was live, which is kind of weird. And the only other criticism I do have was whoever the fuck was in charge of production on the cameras, man. I'm watching guys tweeting fucking total gifs of people's heads exploding and shit and falling over this is what happens when you this is how I feel watching the camera angles right now. Radical jump cut, zooming in before a jump cut, zooming into moves. You've got the whole ring in view, right? Someone's about to suplex someone off the fucking corner, off the corner turnbuckle, off the top, into the ring, and you zoom in. No, they're coming towards you, right? Yeah. You have the full point, where he's going to fucking impact in view, but these guys were zooming in really fast, cut to the camera above, cut to the camera side, Obviously, they're fresh at it, they're young at it. You get a bit excited behind the camera and you try to make it look as actionable as possible. But I was fucking totally confused because I'm like, is this live or is this not? If this is live, fair enough. If this ain't live, but so they pulled out 2 tag teams and jumped to a fucking advert. I'm like, this ain't live. What, they fucking just got to stand in the ring for 5 minutes? Because sure enough, the advert comes back. I'm like, look, either they're in the middle of the match, which pissed me off because wrestling wise, you're going to air your shit. You're going to put your talent out in the ring. These guys are going to get 5-10 minutes of their fucking match.
Yeah, exactly.
Sucked out to an advert. No, come back for the advert and they start wrestling. Ding ding.
You can what it probably is. It's probably pre-recorded, put out as a test to see if it's going to work before they even risk taking it live. The amount of events in the past that the live has been such an abysmal failure. Yeah. But the pre-recorded stuff was actually really good, but they went, nah, just cancel it.
Well, that's really interesting. I was reading back up on some of Grado's tweets. Grado was the champ last night. He lost in the end, spoiler alerts. But that'll be the redemption story.
I love how you put spoiler alert after the spoiler.
Fucking right, mate. You know what I mean? Keep up.
It's amazing.
It's 2018, is it not? It is the current year, is it not? Consume content or get the fuck out of the way.
You need to consume a bit less content, I think.
Don't say consume. That's disgusting.
Don't say disgusting.
But yeah, man, so I was reading up on Grado's tweets and he's like, I've been working on this for fucking years, man. I've been in talks with STV for fucking years about this shit. They aired a fucking a pilot at Christmas, a special Christmas pilot type fucking holiday episode in 2016. I'm like, how the fuck did I never hear about this? Yeah. And 2, he's like, and we pretty much thought then and there it wasn't going to fucking happen. But thankfully it has. And then he goes on to say, so this is the first of a 10-episode series.
10 episode series?
What the fuck is going on, bro? So they're making my hopes up thinking we have British wrestling on telly. They'll let it run till the fucking viewer rating drops and they'll fucking axe that shit, but at least we'll get a run. But
nope.
They've made it 10 episodes, an hour long minus 15 minutes of fucking break, so 45 minutes long. I didn't do the math right there, didn't I? Tech?
I don't know, I wasn't listening.
Good. Just making sure. And it's a 10 episode series. I mean, I'm just kind of torn, because then they're developing a story arc for 10 episodes. Are they developing a story arc for just the 10? Are they pushing for more? But cutting this a bit short because not everyone's a wrestling nerd like you, Tech. So the highlight for me was British Bulldog Jr., the son of the world famous British Bulldog. Yeah. fucking prestigious wrestling family for him that doesn't ken. We're in British wrestling, but also moved over to the States, was huge. Versus a guy called Will Ospreay, and they fucking brought it, man. They just brought it. You know, first match was good, it was alright, but it was very much, here's a wrestling match, you know, not too much that you hadn't seen before. I mean, what they're going to do, reinvent the fucking wheel, I suppose, but this Will Ospreay guy comes out and he's fucking flying through the air, corkscrew this, corkscrew that, left, right, centre, and Bulldog's taking it and he's selling them and they're working together really fucking well. It just high action, high octane stuff, you know. Will Ospreay's a bit more of a lightweight, cruiserweight you'd call it, and he was just springboarding off the fucking ropes left, right and centre. Like one point he literally did the Matrix run up his chest and just fucking just ran up the Bulldog Jr.'s fucking chest, just kicked off it. I'm sure he'd like done a flip for the corner or flip for the ropes.
You just want a slow-mo with a
yeah, it was like it was fucking stunning. Like he'd springboarded he'd done a handstand springboard into the ropes, and then as he came back, he backflipped and put corkscrewed into a fucking superhero landing on the knee in the middle of the ring. It was one of the most beautiful fucking things you'd ever seen. Everyone was laughing and clapping because it was a fake out. He went as if he was going to dive out the ring, but Bulldog moved outside the ring and he just fitted, you know, saved his cell while staying the fucking superhero landing. It was actually impressive as fuck. It really was. Cut to the Grado match at the end. He was fucking classic as ever. It's dead fun. I was watching it with some people who didn't quite understand. Grado don't really understand where British wrestling is and the comedy side of it that's coming out at the moment. So Grado comes out doing his patented fucking dance. And people are watching it while we're just kind of like, what the fuck is this guy? They like his moves. Gets the mic. Instantly with the Scottish accent, who stands up to the big guy. Listen, you, I didn't go to the gym. I take my dog a walk, right? And that was it. Everyone who was watching was like, I fucking like this guy. He's brilliant. Yeah, he is. And his highlight, I think, was doing a fucking a forward tumbling salt off of the outskirt of the ring onto folk on the outside of the ring. Yeah, so outside on the mat, and he just fucking tumbled forward into them like a big bowling ball, and the commentator like cut back in the replay like probably the least graceful move you've ever seen. It's television, but it's most effective. It was brilliant. But yeah, that was my pretty much rundown. Like I really enjoyed it for what it was. It's a good start, and yeah, just I'm hoping it develops. I'm hoping it flourishes. You know, it's in its younger phase at the moment.
It certainly sounds like it.
It's in its pre-adolescence. And so yeah, speaking of admiring pre-adolescence,
I have nothing to say about that apart from just don't go there.
Nicki Minaj dropped her new collab with Takeshi 69.
Yeah.
Sex offender Takeshi 69. That's not. That was bothersome. Okay, that was bothersome. But then Danielle Bregoli, the Cash Me Outside girl, dropped her music video. Her music video is this really poignant fucking piece about catching pedophiles. And it's actually probably a really good message to our young fans. Because the entire video is just about how there can be any creep online sending you pictures of some other guy. And I'm sure the chorus is something like, do you trust me? Do you trust me? Kind of shit.
Fair enough.
The whole video winds up to her stitching him up and getting him fucking tied down, fucking branding him with a big pedo brand on the forehead at the end of the video. You don't see any of that, but you see her taking the fucking pedo thing up to him. Man. It's fucking incredible. But I just don't know. I think we're in a weird sort of state in that area of music where this quote unquote queen of rap is fucking collabing with this pleb, this fucking rainbow coloured unicorn fucking pixie rapper. Fucking just no, man. No, there's something wrong with that. You know what I mean? I know he's not an out and out paedophile, right? But he was done with fucking sexual lewd acts in front of a minor, or you know, with a minor. And I don't care how young he was at the time, man. He's fucking branded with that shit. And everyone kind of gives him a pass on that shit. And then she collabs with him.
Yeah.
After he's been running around, running his fucking mouth off. He got his ass whooped the other month there. Got his chain snatched and everything after he was fucking bragging to everybody how he's, you know, untouchable and fuck your dead homies and shit like that to other rappers. You're like, this guy's the Logan Paul of rap for me. He's the clickbait of rap. And it's a matter of time until you talk that smack and you're going to get it back.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I mean? It's just sketchy, man. And like I say, the whole sexual predator thing, it's just, you know, speaking of sexual predators on the run. Harmon.
You've worked on these ones.
Dan Harmon? This is off the top, mate. Don't say off the top. Fucking Dan Harmon. Dan Harmon, one of the writers for the incredible show that everyone knows, Harmon Quest. And that other lesser known show, Rick and Morty, it kind of, you know, someone's heard of that, surely. But
all emails to FAWK CPTP.
Bunch of his, it's like an old, I don't know if it's like an old comic routine or some sort of shit that was like aired for a pilot. But he's on the run because of his shit. Now, this actually traces back, not on the run, but he went, you know, he went ghost on fucking social media. You know, oh shit, you know, fucking batten down the hatches, folk. I mean, at the end of the day, he's for Adult Swim, so they're going to sort of stand by him a little more than Disney did with James Gunn. But as I think I might have explained to you, let me recap it. This goes back to a guy who's an actor on The Leak. A show called The Leak, and a few other films and stuff here and there. Decides he wanted to do a documentary series where he's going to interview people from the left and the right about the split in America.
Yeah.
Decides he's going to hook up with Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro, being Ben Shapiro, knows fine well, you can't hook up with me and tell everyone you're going to get fucked. So he keeps it in the DL. As he says, he does a lot of fucking Hollywood people who talk to him. He's like, listen, if you come into the studio or want to talk to me about anything, we will not let any shit leak or anyone know you're here because you'll get fucked.
Fair enough.
So this pleb goes and tweets out, thank you to Ben Shapiro for sitting down with me. Bada boom. James Gunn, attributed fucking acclaimed director of the fucking Guardians of the Galaxies. Go and check if it's director or producer, so I'm not making an absolute fool of yourself.
Sorry, what was the...
James Gunn, Guardian of the Galaxy. James Gunn pipes up in this boy's in reply to this boy's tweet, that's outrageous, you know, XYZ. Do you know who he is? Do you know the type of stuff he's said in the past? He's racist, basically, in summation. And what does the internet do? Was that right, James Gunn? Let me just scroll backwards in your tweets, mate. Let's just go a little backwards here and see what we got. IMDb it, don't wiki it.
No, writer and director.
Writer and director.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right enough.
Yeah, no, it's...
So they scrolled back through his tweets, James Gunn's, and found a bunch of dodgy paedophile and rape jokes.
Oh, joy.
Disney dropped him like a fucking
ton of bricks.
Thanos glove after it's been used.
Don't say glove. Don't say used glove.
But it's just really fucking funny. It's really mad. And I don't know how Harmon got fucking involved with this shit, but they pounced on his shit, found a bunch of his old fucking material or, you know, stuff that he was pushing for a pilot that's dead sketchy and just not really funny, you know, kind of shock humour for the sake of shock humour. Imagine that the guy who wrote Rick and Morty had to go through and write some fucking shite before he actually starts writing something good, you know?
Yeah.
But that was that. I mean, so the question now is, when I pose to you, should James Gunn be rehired? Will he be rehired? Should he be forgiven? Is all forgiven?
Well, I suppose it depends on how you look at it. You know, there are hundreds of people in places of power that have been given the green light to go ahead even after some pretty dodgy shit, and worse than what he's been accused of, basically.
That is fucking so true.
So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, mistakes happen, and out of everything that could have happened, that was probably on the lesser scale.
Yeah.
Than most people that get.
I mean, at the end of the day, right, he'd apologised for those tweets.
Yeah.
His actual response to it all was really fucking quite well written. Like, big 7, 8, 10-parter tweet, but to sort of, you know,
should have made a movie.
To smush it down a bit, as he's like, look, man, yeah, I was a fucking edgelord little prick, but when you watch the two Guardian of the Galaxy films, it's as much projection as it could have been for my writing.
Yeah.
Of me being fucking, is it Quill?
Yeah.
Queef?
Queef.
Quinn? You know, his coming of age from being the dickhead to actually realising what matters and realising trying to make a difference and use his message for good next Friday. It was really well written, and his bro wrote a total piece because his brother has obviously worked with him on some of this stuff, and he wrote up, he's like, you fucking, you just don't know, you've lost something really, really good here, because this guy was all about this property, and it did. I could chart and watch my brother turn into somebody fucking like an actual man, somebody to be proud of, somebody to be really thinking of, you know.
Well, I mean, the thing is, you're looking at it from that point of view, and you wonder why most of the movies out there now suck. Like, they're just they're just empty shells with no soul, and it's because the writing behind it, for the most part, or the direction, sometimes it is straight up the direction, but it's got no fucking energy. There's no meaning behind it. It's like song lyrics. There's no fucking story behind it. There's no emotion behind it.
Scoopity poop, poopity scoop boop.
Don't say poopity scoop.
Oh, that's, yeah, I haven't even told you that yet. Don't worry, that'll come in a later episode. But I mean, it's an awkward one, because what we were talking about the other week there, but Hulk Hogan, and how long before you forgive someone? You go Logan Paul. How long before can he redeem himself from something like that? Filming and poking fun of a dead body.
It really depends on the really depends on the transgression, really, if you think about it.
Trans what? Sorry.
No, I had something there, but I totally lost it. Fucking hell. I need more of that space energy drink.
Need that big dick energy drink.
Oh,
you need.
God, what?
Forgive me, but on the theme of forgiveness. Okay.
Fucking push that.
We're going to go into the last segment of the show, folks, where I hit up with some shorter stories, shorter fucking tidbits,
short stories.
tidbits of the news. No Man's Sky is forgiven, apparently.
Yes, it is. I did spot that.
Redemption tale of the fucking century, much.
Yeah, no kidding. It's like
not a Molyneux after all.
Yeah, let's just shit on all your fans, and then all of a sudden, hey, it's fine now. It's okay.
Listen,
you know,
they didn't shit. They overpromised. There's a fucking difference. Okay,
slight difference.
Well, it's not as bad as, say, FusiCon.
No, it's nowhere near as bad as EA. Because EA doesn't even promise you anything.
It's
anymore.
In the blame.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you're going to get started on a rant, so don't get started on a rant.
No, I'm not getting started on a rant because everybody knows it.
Speaking about rants, I shouldn't segue this segment as well. That's really awkward.
Yeah.
FusiTube dropped in a new video, or two videos, where it was a completely blank screen, and it was him talking. I didn't listen to it, because who the fuck wants to listen to ramblings of a madman all day? I've got enough of that going on in my fucking own head. I say madman with love and affection, not as a dig to his mental health at the moment. But he then dropped another video where he lights an incense and stands in his kitchen and talks for what must be a fucking hour, but is edited down. It's supposed to be a response to Rice Gum, and it is just the exact way he's been talking. It's a little more calm and tempered, but it starts off talking about one thing, then starts talking about his ex and how she looks amazing and how he's so happy for her because he knows he was treating her wrong, but he needed to learn this, and that goes on for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure his girlfriend's holding the camera. I don't quite know what the fuck's going on there, but there's a few jump cuts, and then he starts talking about Rice Gum and how he's ready for his response video and how he loves them, how he can't wait for it to drop because it'll be fire, you know. It's just the Chronicles of Fussy at the moment, innit? You know what I mean? Just waiting to see what he's going to do next or what he says next, you know? You know, any Fussy. Is that it? Fussy doesn't get redemption from his old experimental days, social experiments, fake social experiments on YouTube.
Nah, I'm of the firm belief that everybody should get a second chance.
How many second chances he's had, though?
Yeah, well, that's my point.
Question being, will Spartans kick back with a second chance? Because this motherfucker's been getting shat on left, right and centre at the moment. Seems to be the new Leafy to me. Little known commentator on Well Spartans, who was popping a couple of years back. Excuse me.
Excuse me, bad lunch.
FAWK just queefer. Alright, it was you. Right, okay. Don't say queef. Good God. But a couple of YouTubers have been taking digs at him, man. And they've been pointing out the obvious thing with the commentary community, you know, it's rant, repeat, stretch this shit for 10 minutes. You know, when you start off a video and when you're talking about the video, you mentioned the topic of the video at the start of the video, and then for the next 5 to 10 minutes, you literally repeat the entire thing you've said for the first 2 to 3 minutes 5 fucking times.
You're getting pretty good at it.
On the topic of this video for 5 fucking times, you're like, yeah, man, come on, bro. That was an bad impression.
That's typical American television. You know, when you give a little bit of info, meat of the story or whatever.
Don't say meat.
And then you go to commercials, and then when you come back, you repeat everything over again with an extra couple of minutes, and then go to commercials. Yeah. So you make like a 15-minute documentary last like 2 hours.
Yeah, shit. It's like we were watching that. Someone I know was watching X on the beach.
Yeah. Is that dark side? Is that why he's not there?
Fucking right. I totally pinned on him. It was him. He was telling me all about it. And there's 43 minutes to this episode. And from the actual content, the edited in-scene content, if you know what I mean, it is probably 20 minutes worth.
Yeah.
It could be a fucking YouTube
So
series.
we're back on the beach again, and Katie is down
23 minutes either end, and in between, chopped, jump cut, previous. The fucking intro lasts 3 minutes.
Yep.
Right? And the intro is, here's what's been happening in the show, period. And then, over the season, and then they give you a previously segment that's about a fucking minute and a half to 2 minutes long. And then in between every segment where they have cut to an advert, there's 30-second build up to the jump. You know, oh my god, I don't know how anyone can watch mainstream television anymore. But speaking of mainstream television, Amazon for the Lord of the Rings series that's coming. Apparently they have writers. Like what? Like, well, when we were talking about this like last year, and they only just have fucking writers now.
Yeah.
This is news, by the way. This was IGN fucking 12 hours ago on Twitter. Amazon has writers for that. I fucking hope they have writers.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they're just going to slap something out there without even writing anything.
You know, like, you scared there's going to be a generic Game of Thrones clone?
Well,
or what?
Talking about generic clone, the new Superman TV show.
Oh, Krypton, you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen the trailer. Now, I haven't looked any further into this because just the trailer itself confuses me. I thought Krypton was dead, man.
Yeah, but this is Krypton and Superman's granddad's age.
So Superman's granddad was also called Superman?
No.
Even though they call him Superman?
Do they?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they call him Superman.
Did they?
Yeah. That's why the trailer's confusing me. I'm like, why did you call him Superman if he's supposed to be the son of a traitor? And they call him Superman. I'm like, but wait, that means that's Clark Kent Superman.
Right,
but
well,
what?
Right, okay. So, no. What's maybe going on, I haven't seen the trailer you've seen, but I have seen the pilot.
Yeah.
The premise is, it is fucking 2 gens before Superman's
Fair
born.
enough. So it's a work up to the big rebellion.
Yeah, however, alright, you fucking nerd, calm down. However, this is me telling you the fucking full lowdown in the script. Anyway,
alright.
So, halfway through, like a third of the way through, you start seeing this dude in Earth clothing and contemporary, you know, baseball cap, backpack, fucking iPhone, kicking about on Krypton.
Random.
And in the dark, shady corners, kind of watching and looking. You're like, okay, what the fuck's going on here? All right, you got me. Because the previous announced, like, yeah, Brainiac's going to be one of the bad guys. And you're like, but how, when, are you just going to Gotham this and smush in really, really early young versions of all Superman's villains? Anyway,
yeah.
The Earthbound guy turns out to be somebody fucking strange. DC's version of fucking Doctor Strange, but it's somebody strange. Simon Strange or some shit. Who has the ability to fucking time travel.
Yeah.
And has came here to warn Superman's granddad, Brainiac's gonna come here and wipe you out, because he knows if he comes here and wipes you and Krypton out, there's no Superman in the future to save Earth.
But there is, because Krypton got wiped out anyway.
No, but Superman escaped.
Yeah.
So, there you go. However, I watched the pilot and it was, generic TV clone.
Yeah.
Didn't really reel me in. It had some actors that I was like, oh, fuck yeah, this should be good. But it's this 90210 Krypton, mate.
Yeah,
It's fucking One Tree Hill Krypton, mate. It's the OC Krypton. It's just...
Yeah.
Everyone's...
It did kind of feel like that. Like, wait a minute. Even, like I said, just the trailer itself confused the fuck at me. I'm pretty sure that people that haven't really looked that much into, you know, DC Universe stuff would be like, it may look alright.
Yeah.
But anybody that has even a slight inkling of the history of the DC Universe is like,
yeah.
What's happening here?
Liberties here, like, they're taking liberties. And I'm glad it's coming for a guy who watched fucking Arrow and Flash.
My first comment that came out of my mouth was, don't DC the fuck out of this. And I'm like, wait a minute, it is DC. Shit. So
there's only so many strikes you can get.
Exactly. So talking about segues.
Oh god, you say actually de-segued my segue to your own segue?
I just de-segued your segue for my own segue. Yes.
Right. Okay. I'll allow it.
Segue themselves. If I can get
the actual
control to
the
work.
physical things.
Yeah. Basically,
you crashed your fucking CPU tech.
Apparently so. Yeah.
Oh my god, it better still be recording.
But anyway, basically, Segway had came out with the new self-balancing electric roller skates. So you one under either foot, and you stand on them and roll around. Right. Fair enough.
Okay.
Apparently, they're going to be falling under the same rules as powered rideables such as electric scooters and hoverboards. Yeah, the non-hovering hoverboards. Yeah, those things. Basically, it's got to be able to reach a top speed of 7.5 miles an hour.
It's not.
My question is, how fast do you need to go? But 7.5 miles an hour is a run.
I suppose.
Basically, you know. But you know, my question is, how fast will they be after somebody's modified them? Because you know that's going to happen. Ooh. You know you're going to get extreme sports versions, modified versions.
Super top skates.
You know, that'll be able to go like 20 mile an hour or something. You know, how long is it before we've got, you know, people riding past the buses on roller skates?
That's fucking weird.
It's like looking out the window and seeing the Flash running beside your car like, hi, morning.
It's like, this is a fucking guy passed me on one of those little electric fucking scooters. Jesus. I thought it was a queen bee. Fed this and I turned around, he was fucking there. Jeez, mate.
Just wait until it starts Hollywood style pulling, you know, wind and rubbish behind them, you know.
Honestly, it was like a budget Flash, like I say.
Yeah.
That's a strikeable offence. And speaking of strikeable, that's fucking.
We've had too many segues.
Fuck the segues.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say InfoWars is on its last legs. It's going to be the second strike on YouTube, a little known conspiracy channel. Going through strikes for offensive content. over the David Hogg thing. Yeah.
How long is that taken for offensive content?
I love how they're just cherry picking here or there some offensive content.
Yeah,
like you're clearly not sitting and going through all their shit, or you'd find plenty of offensive content.
Yeah, right back from episode 1.
You know.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you got like years worth of offensive content there.
Years, mate. Years. But speaking of offensive content, this has been the Unmonitisables, Gadies and Lens, and our successful episode. Tech, what do you think?
Yeah, maybe
we'll decide when the mouse moves and see if it's actually crashed and saved all this.
Ain't doing nothing. It's gone, man.
Well, we'll wrap this up and hope for the best. But in the meantime, if you've enjoyed this, folks, and there are any intelligent signs of life out there, let us know in the comments. Hit us up with the what a fucking segue of your own on the like button.
Preferably don't hit us with an actual segue.
Hover skates on that subscribe button. Don't hover it, actually. Just fucking elbow drop it. Wrestling segue.
Actually, generic segue. I got nothing.
Just end it, eh? You know what I mean? But once again, same dank time, same dank channel. It's been Captain Privilege, Grandmaster Tekken, no dark side this week.
Grandmaster Tekken, I like that.
Closing the hell frequencies, any communications. Signing off.
When I can actually push the button.
Uh oh.